Hey guys, welcome back to She Will Punish Them. As you can see, there has been a bit of a change. And no, it's not with just the menu screen here. They have come out with their update that revamped combat, changed enemies, and I think added a new zone, maybe? We're going to read through the patch notes right now. And while that's happening, you can look at this very modestly dressed lady in front of us. Now, this video is just going to be talking about the patch notes, and then I'm going to upload another video completely separate that is actually playing the game with the updates. And also keep in mind that this is on the beta test server for the game, not the actual regular release. The battle difficulty curve is smoother and more challenging. We have comprehensively modified AI's animation, attributes, speed, etc. widen each monster's gap and combat experience. The combat is more punishing now, so even if you have high-level equipment, you can still get killed if you are not playing carefully enough. Each map comes with a final boss that needs to be killed to clear the level. There are also mini-bosses and elite enemies waiting to challenge you somewhere on the map. Now, this is very different from what they used to have. It was very bland. Before, it was just kind of just killed a huge horde of enemies, and that was it. Sometimes you would go to a place that was going to get attacked and you had to defend it. It was pretty lackluster in the long term. This, having elite enemies and actual bosses at the end of each map, for me is very, very interesting, and I think it'll be a lot more fun. I'm also kind of glad that they re-included death penalty, so losing your gear and whatnot when you die, because I mean, that's what I kind of like from the base game. It gives you some reason to actually work towards stuff. And it gives you that threat of, I need to be careful, I need to pay attention, whereas before I was just kind of going through and whacking shit, not really giving a crap about whether or not I survived or not. It was more of just a slight inconvenience, and then I could just try that map again. We've also brought more tension to the combat by bringing back locking regions and losing equipment mechanics, as I just mentioned. Some locations on the combat maps will get locked down once you enter them. The only way out is to kill everyone inside, and if you die in combat, your equipment will be dropped on the ground where you get killed. You can always retrieve it unless you get killed again. And this was how it worked in the non-beta server. So you have a chance to get your stuff back, but if you die again when you're trying to get it back, say bye-bye to that stuff. Remade maps. We remade the combat maps, including all the skirmish maps. Visual-wise, we have added much more environmental detail, such as wetness to the terrain, volumetric fog, particles, clouds, etc. The level design and the size of the map are also optimized so you won't get lost during combat. The skirmishes somewhat remain the same, but with a smaller and more delicate map. We have added customizable companions to the game. You can dress them up, equip them, and level up their abilities to whatever you see fit. Now that's cool. So what I'm seeing in the picture actually is other succubi. I'm pretty sure succubi is the plural for that. Whatever. Succubuses? Succubi sounds better. Okay. Yeah, other succubi. So you know how we had like the skeletons and the I think it was like they look like Draugr, but they were like zombie kind of minions. Looks like now you can have other sexy ladies following you around while you go into combat. And you can customize their looks, their gear. I'm assuming their gear. From what I'm seeing, I'm just going off of a picture that it's showing, but this honestly looks way more interesting. They can be mighty warriors who will fight alongside you and help you carry additional loot, but it is up to you what kind of role they are going to play in the battle. To acquire new companions, you will need to complete the special rescue mission. You will need to fight your way through the dungeon and break the prison door to rescue the captured companion. Beware that enemies will keep generating while you are breaking the door. Companions will be living with you in the palace, and you can see them bathing, chilling on the couch, or lying on the bed. In the future, we will add more interactions that the companions can do while at home. That's actually pretty fucking cool. So maybe you can pose with them in the future. If you can't already, we're going to find that out again in the next video. Minion scrolls. To bring more dynamics to the combat, the minions are now purchasable as a magical scroll that can be summoned in a battle anytime you feel like you need a boost. You can get different minions such as skeleton warriors, Draugr archers, orc swordsmen, etc. You can take as many scrolls as you want, so long as you have enough space in your inventory. I think that's actually a better system than what they had. So pretty much the new succubi followers that you can rescue will be replacing the Draugr and the skeletons and such of what they were before this patch. And now they're just a bonus thing that you can bring if you have the scrolls in your inventory. Home expansion. The palace is more complete now. We have added several new rooms, including the throne hall, dungeon, and so on. Most rooms need to be unlocked by crystals before you can enter. We have implemented freestyle furniture and object placement system, which allows you to purchase furniture and place it anywhere you want. There is much furniture available for you to design your palace with, such as beds, couches, bathtubs, decorations, torture devices, etc. We've also integrated the lingerie purchasing function into the main dressing room. And the special themed lingerie, such as the Valentine's lingerie set, can now be purchased as a set through the special event collection wardrobe located in the dressing room. Free pose mode. The new free pose mode allows you to pose your succubus anytime, anywhere. You will have a selection of poses you can use, together with a free rotation camera, so you can view your succubus from any angle and distance. The cool thing about this feature is that your succubus is no longer restricted to a few poses of furniture. You can technically pose her anywhere in any pose we provide, thus giving much more possibilities for the beautiful succubus screenshots. Weapon random stats. Weapons and armors will get random stats attached, for example, additional fire damage to a sword, but you will have a much higher chance of getting magically enhanced items from defeating a boss or loot golden chests. Fixed controllers. We have fixed some controller-related bugs and optimized the key binding menu for both controllers and the keyboard. I actually do want to do a video on how the controller feels, so that'll be something that we do, definitely. I'm glad to see that they had fixed whatever issues that they had. Multiple saves. If you start a new game, you will get a new save slot so that you won't override your previous games. Some of the features from our previous announcements are still in development, such as achievements, wish fountain, etc., but it's coming soon in the near future. Note, for this update, you have to start a new game. Alright, so that is the update patch. I guess we could call it a content patch. But this was yesterday, as of me recording this, that they released this. Didn't feel like recording at the time, so I saved it for today. But there's another update that they posted today, that being June 23rd. And I guess there is an issue still with the combat since they made a bunch of changes. It says, we are working on balancing the difficulty and fluency of the combat. We hear you. We are working on the difficulty balance and fluency, and the hot fixes for it keep coming. Currently, we have a focus group of totally new players with different skills to gather more detailed feedback and see where we need to make some tweaks. And we keep reading and collecting your feedback as well, so make sure to share if you have any concerns/suggestions. We're also going to add difficulty settings at the nearest time, and more maps are coming in the future. And that's it. That's all of our updates for the game. And in the next video, we will actually get to look at these changes and experience them for ourselves. And yeah, that'll probably be up. I don't know. It'll be up when I put it up. I'm going to try to get it up no later than the next day after this one. And I will see all you guys in the next video when we're in game.